Hi everyone, surfboard review time. It's the turn of the Slater Sci-Fi 2.0 today. You'll be familiar with the original Sci-Fi. It was a smash hit when it first came out, mainly because it went so fast and turned so hard for that funny wide-tailed, bat-tailed board that people couldn't really get enough of it. I had a problem with that board. I'm not a good enough surfer to keep that tail under control when it's bumpy or a bit windy, when conditions aren't perfect, and I found it skatey. So unless conditions were clean, I struggled with it. Better surfers, I'm sure, enjoyed it, as I know from the feedback lots and lots of you did. So the Sci-Fi 2 is good news for me anyway, if not anyone else, so who cares. The tail's been pulled in, as you can see, a bit narrower. There's a little bit more rocker in it, and so what that actually means is that it's easier to control. It deals with bump and chop a little bit better and doesn't get that kind of air under the tail and feel so skatey. I was lucky enough to surf this at Kelly Slater's Wave Ranch, and it went so well. Obviously that's a phenomenal wave, and it's not the kind of wave that we're all surfing every day, but I got the feel for it and it felt so much more comfortable to surf than the original Sci-Fi. So for that mid-range board above your groveler, below your high performance shortboard in average to good waves, the Sci-Fi 2.0 is a really, really good choice. Volume wise, the 510's got about 32 litres, so it's generous without being way over the top. Other design specs, the wide point's gone slightly further forward. It felt to me like it's been flattened out a little bit, and of course it's got the Tomo double in quad whatever concave things. What that really the important fact about that rather is that it generates a huge amount of speed. As you know, with all Tomo boards, the Evo and the Cymatic and what have you, the speed is the key factor. The faster you go, easier it is to surf. A lot of people have said, why is it different to the Cymatic? How is it different to the Cymatic? Well, it's got a similar back end. It's got slightly less tail rock than the Cymatic, and obviously the nose shape is slightly different. So you ride this a little bit longer. It's probably a more comfortable fit for a traditional shortboarder than the Cymatic, although the Cymatic is a super, super popular board. And even in, don't have to have massive waves, it just needs waves with a bit of push or a bit of steepness in the face for the Cymatic. But I think the Sci-Fi 2.0 is a more usable all-round shortboard than most others on the market. That Lost Swordfish that's just come out, similar wave range, kind of similar DNA, but a good comparison. And of course, the other massive bonus you've got with this board is the Rft Construction, the epoxy with the composite stringer sunk under the deck to give you that real good epoxy type spring and pop, but the most PU-like feeling of all the epoxy technologies, I think. So I'd ride it as a thruster with a mid-range thruster fin in average waves or a stiffer fin in good waves, something like the Firewire set, obviously, or the Merrick AM2, something like that. But he's cracked it this time, Tomo. A really good usable mid-range board that pretty much anybody could surf. If you're a low-level intermediate, go a little bit bigger. If you're a hot stock ripper, then obviously you go a little bit smaller. But there it is, the Sci-Fi 2 in LFT from Tomo and Slater Designs. Online right now, of course, 0% finance available, trade in your old board, all that stuff. Any questions, any advice, just get in touch. Thanks for watching.